Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and install Ubuntu 16.4 on VMware virtual machine. I have VMware Player installed, but this procedure can be used for VMware Workstation also. So first of all, hopefully you already have installed VMware virtual machine. As I said, I already have VMware Player, but hopefully you already have a VMware Player or Workstation, right? Now, the first step here is to download the ISO file for Ubuntu. So just search for Ubuntu, and the first website hopefully which will appear here will be from ubuntu.com. So just click on this URL, and then we are going to go to download, and in the download click Ubuntu desktop, and in the desktop you can see two versions. One is Ubuntu 16.04 LTS. LTS stands for long-term service version, which will be supported for a longer time, and the other is 16.0, which will be supported for 9 months. You can see every 9 months Ubuntu releases a new version. So I will suggest you to download this version which says LTS, and click on this download button, which will lead you to this page. Here, if you want, you can pay some donation to Ubuntu in order to download this, or otherwise you can just make these progress bar to 0 and then click download Ubuntu desktop. Okay, so what I have done is I have already downloaded this ISO file because it's a relatively big file, which is 1.4 GB. So I have already downloaded this file, and after downloading it's going to look like this. So this will be something like this: Ubuntu 16.4 desktop amd64.iso file. Okay, once this file is downloaded, just open your VMware virtual machine, and in here we are going to create a new virtual machine, right? So click home here, and then just click create a new virtual machine, and then the next step will be the installation wizard. We will just select I will install operating system later, and then click next, and we want to install Linux, and from here you need to choose Ubuntu 64-bit. So just choose Ubuntu 64-bit and then click next, and this will be the name of your virtual machine. You can see I already have some virtual machine installed including Ubuntu. So I will name it as Ubuntu 64-bit 2, but in your case you can leave it as default. Okay, and then click next, and here just leave everything as default. This will be the maximum size needed for Ubuntu, so just leave it as default and then click next, and then click finish. Once you click finish, you will be able to see your virtual machine created here. But still you are not ready to start your virtual machine because we haven't provided any path to the virtual machine. So select your virtual machine which you have created, and then click edit virtual machine settings, and in here you can provide different settings to your virtual machine. First is the memory. By default 1 GB memory is set, but we can increase it to, for example, 4 GB depending upon the memory available in your computer. Second is the processors. By default VMware will allocate one processor for your virtual machine, which you can increase. For example, I want to use 2 processor or 2 cores for my machine, right? This is the hard disk. I don't want to change this 20 GB, but if you want you can change it. Now the next is the CD DVD, and from here you can give the path of your ISO file. So just select CD/DVD SATA, and then choose this option which says use ISO image file, and then browse for the file. So we will browse for this ISO file which we have downloaded. So I will just copy the path and paste it here, and then just select this ISO file and click open. Okay, I will minimize this, and once you are done with the path selection, then you can click OK. And now we can just play our virtual machine, which will start the installation. So select your virtual machine which you have created, and then click this button which says play virtual machine. It's going to start the installation for Ubuntu 16.4 virtual machine. So you can see the installation has been started. First of all, you will be able to see this kind of screen, and then you will be able to see the installation wizard for Ubuntu. So in the next step, you will be able to see this kind of interface which says try Ubuntu and install Ubuntu. And on the left hand side, you can select the language in which you want to install Ubuntu. So for now, I want to choose English as the installation language, and I will just click this button which says install Ubuntu. Now in the next step, it says prepare to install Ubuntu. In this case, you just need to check both the option. I prefer to choose both the option which says download updates while installing Ubuntu and install third-party software for graphics, right? So I will prefer to check both the option and click continue. And in the next step, it says choose the installation type. This computer currently has no detected operating system. What would you like to do? So this option, which is by default selected, is okay. Some people may think that erase disk, how it will work. It will not erase your original host operating system disk. It's just an option, right? So just leave it as erase disk and install Ubuntu checked, right? And then click install now, and then click continue. And here you just need to choose the region in which you are living. My region is automatically selected. Hopefully your region will also be automatically selected. So you just need to click next. In here, in the next step, you can choose the desktop or keyboard layout for you. So as I have a German keyboard layout, I can choose from here. In case you have any other language keyboard layout, you can choose your preferred keyboard layout. Or if you're not sure, just leave it as default and then click continue. Okay. Now in the next step, you will be asked to give your username and computer name for your Ubuntu installation. So I will give the usernames. I will give code bind. And the computer name, I will just leave it as codebind itself, the same name as the name of the computer, right? And then you need to give the password here. Just give any password whichever you like, and repeat your password again, and then click continue. And now the installation for Ubuntu operating system on VMware has been started. It will take around 10 to 15 minutes to complete the installation. In some cases it can take lesser time also. And just wait for this progress bar to go to 100%, and then I will pause the video for now because it can take a little bit longer. And once this step is complete, I'm going to continue with the video. So now the installation for Ubuntu 16.4 operating system on my VMware player is complete, and it says installation complete. You need to restart your computer. So you can just press restart now button, which is going to essentially restart your Ubuntu operating system on your virtual machine. You can see it's restarting. And it says please remove the installation medium and press enter. So you can just press enter here. So now the Ubuntu operating system has been restarted, and now you just need to give the password you have provided at the time of installation and press enter. and hopefully you will be able to see the icons on the left hand bar, and hopefully you will be able to run your Ubuntu as a virtual machine on the VMware player. Okay, so just wait for a few seconds, and on the left hand side this bar will appear automatically. So here it is. So this bar is appearing. So now when you expand, so installation is successful, everything is working, your Ubuntu operating system is working. But when you click this maximize button, this screen is this Ubuntu desktop is not resizing according to the virtual machine size. You can click this button also, but nothing happens. So to solve this problem, what you can do here is you can open the terminal. You can search for the terminal from here, or you can press Ctrl Alt T to open the terminal, and it's going to open the terminal, right? So just for the terminal here, and then once the terminal is open, I have also pressed Ctrl Alt T, so second terminal is open. So once your terminal is open, you just need to type this command sudo apt -get install open VM tools. So open -VM -tools, okay, and press enter, and then give your password of your computer which you have provided. And now it says just provide yes for Y, and if you don't want this, then press N key. So I'm going to press Y key and then press enter, and it will also take a couple of minutes, so just be patient. Once this installation of OpenVM tool is completed, we can continue with our tutorial. Okay, so once this OpenVM tool is installed, we will just give one more command. So just use the previous command which says sudo apt -get install OpenVM tool, the same command which we have used last time, and just add -desktop here, okay, and press enter, and once again press Y and press enter. And once this installation is complete, you need to reboot your computer. You can reboot your Ubuntu operating system by going to this settings button, and then click shut down, and there will be option to reboot, or you can simply give the command reboot here. Okay, just type reboot and press enter, and it's going to reboot your Ubuntu operating system automatically. So we will log in once again here and press enter, and this time when we will use this option which is enter full screen mode, which is this option, you can see your Ubuntu desktop is resized according to the size of your virtual machine, yeah, or otherwise you can just resize by dragging like this also. So whatever size you want for your Ubuntu operating system, you can just drag and drop and fit to that size. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye for now.